doesn't find drone racing league. You'll find people, just like jockeys or whatever, on horses, they're becoming professional. I should say, this is not for, I guess they're professional, but they're semi-professional. They're doing it as a hobby all over the world. Okay? And they may have a convention somewhere in Europe or in the United States. And these are big drones. These are about so big, very high power radio frequency and stuff. So they're not the hobby kind we're talking about that you buy and so on. But it's like racing association. People put a lot of money into it. So they go to, let's say, Las Vegas, and they'll have a racing competition of drones. And these pilots are just like you and I. When they get off work, instead of going playing golf or play tennis, whatever, they're going to spend an hour or two learning how to control the drones. But the drones have to go through hoops, go through different things, do different things. They may be in a football stadium somewhere in the world. They may have to go up the stairs and go in the thing and come back down, or they may be in a big building. When I say big, I mean a big building, like a parking lot, and they may have to go up to the second story and come back down. And they're all doing it with these goggles. So this is all controlled with this virtual reality. So this field is moving forward. The other one thing I forgot a minute ago is the professional world. You know, the military has drones. Okay? They have pilots. One of our people here said his son is in charge of the drones out there. Never heard back from him, but I asked him to give us a presentation on it. But anyway, these are big drones. So they'll fly from here, you know, somewhere to drop a bomb somewhere and come back. And the guy sits there in the control center with these devices. The Secretary of the Air Force, 2 weeks ago, offered, this is an annual bonus of $45,000. This is bonus on top of the pay for people to fly these drones. So again, there's schools you can go to now. If you go on the internet, you can find a school to become a drone pilot. So for the commercial world of business, and so on. Google is using these in California over their building for different reasons. So a lot of companies are researching all this, and most of you know that probably talked about Amazon is researching drones. So they'll be able to, when I buy my Raspberry Pi, I'll say I want it tomorrow or I want it in the next 2 hours. The drone will fly from somewhere, sit down in my front yard, and I take my Raspberry Pi, go in the house with it, and the drone flies back. So there's obviously lots of laws, and the FAA is coming into this and what they can do and can't do. The other thing related to laws is, if any of you have ever seen flight maps are totally different than land maps. Okay? They have your towers there, they have the radio frequency band that the pilots go by, their navigation and so on. So the bottom line is a flight map is for people that fly, pilots, okay? And so on. So related to that, for example, on the map it'll say Fort Hood, no fly. Don't fly over Fort Hood. So the Russians may have a satellite Sputnik up there taking pictures. But anyway, you can't, there's what we call no-fly zones. Airports are no-fly zones, obviously. You can't fly anywhere near a big aircraft. So, as I said, next we're going to talk about safety, so I'll just bring up one point here. We were at Barnes & Noble for a Maker Faire, they call it, last year or this year, a couple of weeks ago. And as usual, you tell people not to do things, but they do it anyway. So I had this little guy there. Okay. So one of the people there with me was flying around. So I didn't want to give him that because, again, you've got to get the kids involved, you know, but they've got to understand where the safety and security and control comes in. So the bottom line is, where I can document this, we have pictures of it too, and this is on the internet, on the safety rules and so on, that these things go pretty fast. You know? if they came and hit you in the eye, it'd do some eye damage. Both propellers, when they're going around, if you try to pick it up, you're not gonna cut your finger, you're not gonna be very happy. They hurt, you know, because they're spinning fast, and so on. So anyway,
That's happening to.
pardon?
That's happening to a singer. He tried to let, because the concert was big, huge.
Yeah.
He tried to put the drum to cut the.
Well, the bigger one, you know, these. And these would cut you, I'm pretty sure. They go very, very fast. So. But anyway, what happened there is girls with the long hair, girls' hair, and that little thing goes like that. Girls are going to lose some of their long hair. You'll never be able to, if that, you know, embeds itself in the hair is going to have to be cut off. So, and this one did. We had pictures of it and video at the same time. So, again, if you have the grandchildren getting these, it's good to learn something about it and to make sure that they use them safe. Or if we do, we've got to learn. That's what I'm saying. We try to learn the safety part. Like this video will be up on YouTube. And some of our videos on YouTube have over 250,000 views. So some of these aren't getting that many, but some of them are getting 20, 30, 40,000 views and so on. So people need to know this. If they're going to go down to HEB, let's say, well, Office Max.
Office Max, or Staples, or what was it up here, Office
Yeah.
Max?
What's that?
That I went, was fixing to buy their own, and then.
She was in that Office Max, and I just happened to be right in front of her.
Oh, I
And
see.
she picked one up and showed it to me and asked me some questions. And I said to her, I said, I would wait a little bit. So she took it back. The salesman there said, did I just lose a sale? I said, yes, you did. I said, but it may be good. And I tried to tell him the advantage of it, that I've gone back and bought two from that store. You know, so the bottom line is that he just saw it as a loss of sale. But what I see it as, you know, we need to know something when we buy some of these things. And especially if they move into this world of legality, laws, ignorance of the law, they say it's no excuse. So the bottom line is, you may find a decent judge and a decent court, but under Texas law, it's pretty rigid.
Well, I'm glad I waited. It won't be a guilt for the grandson, it'll be a guilt for the pilot, the daddy.
Well, I think it'd be ideal for, a pilot, if they,
He'll
a lot of
understand.
pilots, heavy-duty pilots, what they call them, the big planes, you know, going these stunt planes, they want that. I'm thinking flying is their life, so they'll get in there and do all kinds of things. So this is a way, to get there without ever leaving the ground. And this doctor friend of mine put lots of money into, years ago, into this concept, just to be able to do that. He was on labor and delivery many nights, and he'd bring his computer into labor and delivery, and while other people are sleeping, he's playing with his computer. So, and our kids today, my grandson, a lot of them that I say, they're on the computer constantly, and now this has become so powerful, it's their computer. You hardly see a kid anymore sitting anywhere without one of these in their hand. So, okay, anyway.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? Thank you.